victory tonight. I tell you, excitement levels are going over the top. A bit like a Harry Kane penalty. Poor Harry. Still, at least the French were magnanimous in victory. So now, it's the World Cup final on Sunday, Argentina versus France. Everyone watching it? Everyone watching it? Maybe not. It promises to be the biggest, fiercest international grudge match since Wales versus Sussex. Chilly. Netflix and chili. Now, this is our last show before Christmas, a bit earlier than normal, but we wanted to give the audience 9 days to find a train home. Good luck, everyone. I mean, everyone's on strike. Even the nurses came out yesterday. Oh, in response, Rishi Sunak offered hospital staff a 4% pay rise. And that's him trying to get an appointment after they told him to shove it up his arse. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. Luckily, for this time of year, there's one cheerful old man with a beard who isn't going on strike. I'm still doing my show. Hooray! Hey, let's get some guests on! Later, we'll have music from rising star Rina Sawayama. There she is. But first, he's gone from pointless presenter to best-selling novelist. It's Richard Osman! Why, there he is now. Hello, sir. She's the BAFTA-winning star who's taking the lead as Whitney Houston in the biopic I Want to Dance with Somebody. It's Naomi Ackie. So cute and shiny. Merry Christmas. Naomi. She's one of our best-loved actors, star of Dr. Foster, Gentleman Jack, and Vigil. It's Suranne Jones! Oh! She shimmers, she shines. Lovely to see you, happy to see you. And he's the double Oscar-winning star of Forrest Gump, Philadelphia, Saving Private Ryan, and Toy Story, to name but a few. And he's one of our favourite guests. It is Mr. Tom Hanks! Lovely to see you all. And so nice to have you back in the studio, Tom. Last time it was on Zoom.
How about that? From Australia, yes. You guys were so separated, you know. You were like, oh, look at that! Oh, my Lord! Stop that!
He looks better in person, right? He looks
my Lord, that's horrifying. That looks like the guy who says, before I kill you, Mr. Bond, right? That's a sad portrait.
Welcome to you, Suranne. I think you're the only person who's ever come on the show and drank a generic Irish cream liqueur.
Whoa. Well, yeah, so they said, what do you want? I said, oh, I'll have just a sparkling water. And then I heard that there were other Christmas drinks going, and being a nana, I said, oh, well, I'll have a Baileys, thanks. So that's what I thought. I've got a Baileys.
I would have had a Baileys if I'd known there were Baileys on the way.
It's a generic Irish cream liqueur.
Oh, exactly.
But it's the most delicious generic Irish cream liqueur.
And a first-time welcome to Naomi Ackie. Hello. Hi. And I'm so excited for you. Whitney Houston and I Want to Dance with Somebody, and you just did the big premiere in New York.
Yeah, I just flew in today.
Wow, there! Look at that for a red carpet. Look. That's taking the world by storm, right there. Yeah. And what do Americans make of meeting the woman playing Whitney Houston and then you speak with a British accent?
Oh, they were really freaked out. Yeah, because I had accents don't come easy to me at all. So on set, I would be talking as Whitney, and then afterwards I'd be like, oh, bloody hell, that was a hard day, innit?
Oh, I tell you what, I don't know if I want to dance with somebody.
Dance.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll find out more about it later on. And talking of congratulations, let's keep it going, because Richard Osman just got married! This is his honeymoon.
This is my honeymoon.
That's
There they are. Oh, different suit. That's good.
Yes, do you know what? Don't think it didn't go through my mind, Craig.
Oh, when was that?
That was 3rd, so 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
2 weeks ago, yeah.
You should know exactly when it was, Mike. Don't say it was about 2 weeks ago.
It was about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And did you go on a honeymoon, or is this it?
Yeah, we did. We just got back from Venice
Again,
to
you
Salzburg.
sound quite bored. Yeah, we did.
I honestly,
Every
genuinely,
mistake in the book.
I couldn't be happier. And now, you know, and then you get to meet Tom Hanks after your honeymoon. That's not bad.
Yeah,
we had to cut it short.
Again,
Yeah.
don't say that either.
You peaked. That's it. It's all downhill.
Short. We had to cut it short by about a week and a half, but it was worth it.
Actually, you say that. I mean, lovely wedding picture there, but it was missing one thing, and that was Mr. Tom Hanks. You like to photobomb a wedding.
Oh, I'll jump into that any chance.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you photobomb into mine?
Just tell me when and where. I'll happen to be jogging by. You do it.
You do. The jogging. Well, wait. It started in Rome, right?
Yes, we needed to shoot. We were shooting Angels and Demons, and we were shooting in front of the Parthenon. Very famous. It is also a church. It's an ordained church. And there was a beautiful young couple that were getting married, and their limousines were in our shot. And Ron Howard said, I don't know what we're going to do. This wedding's going on. We can't do it. Let me take care of this. So I went up and knocked on the door and said, young lady, you are very beautiful today on the wedding. Will you allow me to escort you to the altar? Whoa. So she came out with her dad, and we walked through the crowd, parted like the Red Sea.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
You know, I saw that picture earlier, and I was thinking, I really hope that is her dad.
Yeah. And we could there I am in my costume, and we got right up to the door to the Parthenon. We were not, as a movie people, we're not allowed inside. Oh. So off they went, and she made it to the church on time. She made it to the church. Now, would you like me coming over and doing that? And whatever? I made it to the church on time. Very good.
All right, let's start with Tom's latest movie. It is called A Man Called Otto, and it opens here on the 6th of January. So, Tom, obviously you play Otto. Who is Otto, and why we're interested in his story?
Otto is a man who's he thinks he has no faith in the future. He thinks he's lived it all, he's done it all, he's retired, he's alone, and he's ready to sort of cash it in. And then the worst possible thing happens. Fabulous people move across the street from another country. And he thinks, this is the last thing I want, as these people knocking on my door. And it turns out to be the greatest thing that ever happened to him.
And this is based on a Swedish book, A Man Called Ove, and then there was a film that... So did you see that Swedish film before you said yes to this?
So 6 years ago, we're watching... if you're a member of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, or BAFTA, one of the two, you get free DVDs.
Yeah.
Back when you still had a DVD player in your house. Anybody? Still the DVD player?
Yeah.
Those kids scratching their heads.
What is it? And we saw this, and my wife Rita produced it as well. She was on set producer, and I was watching. This movie is fantastic. It has a performance by a man named Rolf Lassgård, who played Uva, which is in this. And I was thinking, this is really fun. I wonder if this could work in America. And just as this was going through my head, Rita said to me, we have to make this movie in America, and you have to play this guy. I said, well, let me see. So we did, and we were just in Sweden. We were in Stockholm last night. Oh, wow. And this was, honestly, if the Swedes don't like what you've done to their national treasure, this is a recipe for disaster. Am I wrong? Yeah. And they actually appreciated it. It's a very much an American movie. Yeah. And I, in fact, said to our cracker, Mark Forster, who directed it, and all the producers, I said, there's already been a man called Uva. There's been a great performance by an actor playing a man called Uva, so I will be playing a man called Otto in a movie called A Man Called Otto. Yeah. And they said, how do you spell that? O-T-T-O. They said, oh, we thought you said A-U-T-O, so that actually... No, stick with me.
Weirdly, that's just about in our clip. We've got a clip. Oh. This is you as Otto being very grumpy to your new neighbours, played by Manuel Garcia Rolfo and Mariana Trevino.
Trevino.
Inye.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Otto, right? Yes?
Otto.
Yeah, that's what I said. No? ¿O qué dije? What did I say?
It doesn't matter what you said. Otto, O-T-T-O.
Ah, Otto.
Otto.
Oh, Otto. Oh, okay, so it's the same forward that is backwards. No, o sea,
Otto.
It's Otto, amor. It's just you don't hear that name very often.
I do.
Okay. If we're interrupting, we can always come back.
What is it you want?
I brought you some pollo con mole.
Why?
Because you looked hungry. Anyway, we just, we wanted to properly introduce ourselves because, you know, we're going to be neighbors and everything, so. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Are you always this unfriendly?
I'm not unfriendly.
Okay, you're not. No. You're not unfriendly. Every word you say is like a warm cuddle.
Tom, I wonder, in this movie, is it nice to release your inner grouch?
Oh, it's fantastic. Just now, but see, okay, in my family, I have two phrases that the whole family knows. The first one is, "Uh-oh, Dad is boiling."
Ooh.
Okay.
Dad is boiling, and that phrase is, "All right, let me get this straight."
Oh.
You ever do this? You know, let me. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Let me get this straight. You la 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 la, but I do do dee dee dee. That means Dad's going there.
All of us are leaving.
Tom Hanks has been mean
The second half is, why would it work for me? And that means I've gone over the edge. Why would it work for me? Why would it work for me? The entire world picks up the remote and watches a Graham Norton show anytime they want to. Why would it work for me? I'll tell you why. Because the remote says, menu, press, source, on, subject A, subject B, red button, yellow button. None of this turns on the TV. That's me at home, because why would it work for me? Have some generic Irish.
I have a 6-year-old that said to me when I left the house, "Are you going to meet Woody?"
Yeah, and fully have you.
Yeah. Angry Woody.
Woody wasn't happy today.
I haven't had to press any remote, so I have to quite chill.
But everyone has things that trigger them. Saran, have you got things that set you off?
The biggest thing, it feels a bit weird to say this on a talk show, but a public loo and the state of public loos. Like, you know, if you've been on a flight or you've been wherever you really need the loo, you just want it to be clean. So maybe this should be a public announcement of, if you've done your business and it hasn't flushed right or whatever, try again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so sorry, Tom.
Let me get this straight. Exactly
You
what
know,
we're talking about.
and it's women's toilets.
It's really bad.
It's really bad. I've seen.
Try men's.
Well, you kind of expect it of men. Not that you expect it of men, but
expect it of men?
That's good news.
But I mean, you know, but ladies, you would think that would clean up, and they don't, do
no,
they?
they really don't.
But that's
I've
like
seen
sometimes if women ever are forced to use men's toilets in an emergency and they just go, "Oh, that was disgusting." You go, "Yeah, I know. We've had to use them our entire lives. we don't love them."
And Naomi, you have a thing that upsets you.
Well, I've got... It's feet. Something like that. No, but
All feet?
Yeah, no, because it's like when it touches me. Like, OK, so my dad used to torture me with his feet when I was a kid.
Okay. This has turned dark.
I'm sorry, Dad. He did it. It's just like, you know, we'd be watching TV, you know, I'm like 8 years old, and he'd be like, "Nay." And I'd like turn around the sofa and his foot is just like... and it's distressing. I had once a birthday sleepover, and one of my friends... I was sat on the floor, one of my friends was sat on the sofa, and she put her foot on my face and then scrunched up her toes. I kicked her out of my house.
You've got to have rules. You've got to have
Boundaries.
Mine up.
And Tom, one of your sons, Truman,
Yes.
is in this film. playing the younger...
Young version of me, yes. My son. Now,
But he's not the actor in the family.
No, he is. He's an artist. He's going to be a cinematographer. He loves work. He's been carrying around a camera since he was 13 years old and developing his own film. Mark Forster, who is the director, he says he's Swiss, and he says, well, you know, we're going to have to cast a young version of you. Too bad you have two kids that are too old. My son Colin and Chester are too old to play the. But what about your youngest? Can I meet him? I said, well, he doesn't want to be an actor. I don't care. Can I meet him? Maybe I can talk him into doing it, because then I won't have to audition a bunch of people who look like you. So we did, and our DNA actually matches, and he made us speak with it, and it matches. It does. Ooh, well, that would have made me mad. Let me get this straight. Look, I thought it was extraordinary in it.
Yeah.
So what I always say to the kids as they grow up, it's great work if you can get it, but you got to make it stick. Yeah, so follow what you want to do. But his passion really is shaping the shot as opposed to being into the shot. But he can do either.
Well, you can see Truman and you can see Tom as A Man Called Otto in cinemas from the 6th of January. Tom Hanks, everybody! Whoa. No. Okay. Good call. Good call.
I haven't finished my generic tea.
Now, weirdly, Tom is not the only person playing someone grumpy. Saran Jones brings us Christmas Carol. This is the updated Dickens. It's Sky Max Christmas Eve at 8 o'clock, and you play Christmas Carol with an E. So how does this take on the Dickens work?
So I was doing Gentleman Jack, and I was sat in the chair, the makeup chair, and I said, the next thing I want to do is a Christmas film. I want to make something that my son, who's 6, can watch, and because he hasn't really been able to watch a lot of my things. Exactly, yeah.
Good mother.
Yes, this is what Mummy does, that you can watch. It's Christmas Eve, it's A Tale of Christmas Carol, and it's just...
But who is Christmas Carol with an E?
Oh, so she has... this company that makes awful Christmas decorations and Christmas produce and sells it for lots of money, and she just rips everyone off, basically. So there is actually a sustainability thread that goes through.
That's good.
There is, and it's done really well, actually. So we have the ghosts, as you can see. So that's Ghost of Christmas Past, which is Morecambe and Wise. Jo Brand, with her golden loo brush, is present.
And she plays Jo Brand.
She plays Jo Brand, yeah. And then Nish Kumar on the end, who's the Ghost of Christmas Future. So all comedians, they're just brilliant.
They really are. This is a clip, and in fact, it is Christmas Carol meeting Morecambe and Wise. Here they are.
Excuse me, young sir. We're looking for the one they call Christmas Carol.
That's me.
Told you well. He thought you were Des O'Connor.
Yeah.
You're actually Eric Morecambe.
Oh, yes.
And he's Ernie Wise.
Delighted to meet you, Miss Christmas.
But you're both dead.
She's quick. I'll give her that.
What's happening to me?
She hasn't got it yet, has she?
No. I don't think she has.
We're the Ghosts of Christmas Past, Sandy.
So Nish plays Nish, Jo plays Jo, but Morecambe and Wise are played by John T. Stevens, and is it Ian Ashpittle?
Yes.
Now, they are amazing. So is this what they do?
Yeah. So I'd actually already seen them in a theatre. So when me and my husband got married, we actually did the Morecambe and Wise dance. So we got married on our own.
Was Tom there?
Tom wasn't there. Oh, yes, that's was there.
That's definitely the Morecambe and Wise dance.
Yeah. Me and Lauren. So we got married on our own, and we played Bring Me Sunshine. So when we came out, like 2 seconds after this picture, I fell over the dress. You can just see. And Lawrence was like, oh, my God. So I took him for our first anniversary to see Ian and Jonty in their show. And they're not in any way like... they're not doing a parody of them or anything. It's not a tribute act. They're so good.
And the song Bring Me Sunshine, which you had at your wedding, also very popular in Richard Osman's house. It wasn't at your wedding.
No, It was my first song on Desert Island Discs. So I was thinking about television, how much I love television, how much it's meant to me, and how much it means to us as a country. And that song and those two people brought the country together in a way perhaps will never be brought together again, if you know what I mean. And everyone loved them, and everyone understood where it came from. And they came from the music hall and from, you know, vaudeville and all that kind of stuff, and came through into this incredible new world. So they held us all together for years. And that one song is the one song, I think, when you think about television, you think about entertainment, you think about joy, that's the song you think about.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have that at your wedding, what did you have at your wedding?
I walked on... I had my own entrance. I walked on to...
Didn't you? Oh, my God.
Yeah. Wow. But listen, I didn't have Tom Hanks. I had to have something. I walked on to Lose Yourself by Eminem. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow that one. Palms are sweaty, all that kind of stuff. I walked in on the beat, and it got such a huge cheer. It was great. My wife, who was in a little ante-room, said I was nervous, and then I heard this enormous cheer, and I thought everything's going to be all right. So that was lovely. And then she walked onto the long and winding road, and the whole place just absolutely disintegrated. So it was lovely. And then we walked into our wedding breakfast to Let's Get Ready to Rumble by PJ and Duncan. So we lost... We lost a lot of goodwill.
Quite the playlist. Yeah. Tom, did you have any special songs at your wedding?
I fought for the theme to On Her Majesty's Secret Service, sung by Louis Armstrong. We have all the time in the world, time of the love. But my wife chose True Love Ways by the Everly Brothers.
Oh, beautiful. And Naomi, obviously you're planning your wedding. Tom's booked.
Of course.
Have you got any songs in your back pocket?
It's in my head, but I won't share it. Okay. No, it's oh, here she comes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be good.
What's the...
Pull the notes.
She's a man who's
Oh, yeah, use that.
The groom standing at the altar.
I came on to I Will Always Love You. You're coming on to this.
If I was officiating that wedding and you came into Maneater, I would say, dude, get out of here.
Rod. And Scrap, as you say, your son can watch this, so has he seen it yet?
Yeah, he came to the screening. It was the first time that he was able to come to a screening, so he was quite excited. But he managed to sit through the whole thing, and he said, "Yes, Mummy, it was very good."
For you.
It's for you, exactly.
For you.
Yes.
The reviews are in.
Yeah. And then he had a lot of sugar, and he fell on the floor, and you know.
So, Gentleman Jack is obviously quite adult. Could he not have watched Vigil?
Well, with Vigil, I said, Mummy gets put on a helicopter and then dropped onto a submarine. So I showed him that bit. And then it got a bit violent, I think.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that bit is great. And that is really you. But is that happening? Are you being lowered onto a submarine?
No, Graham, I'm not. So when I read scripts, I get so excited, and then with this one, I immediately went, oh, I really want to do it, because I had a vision that I would be, not thinking about insurance, obviously, I'd be like, oh, I'm going to be in a helicopter and I'm going to get dropped in the middle of the North Sea, and I was in a car park of a supermarket on a crane.
We've got a picture. This is the reality.
Oh, no, it's fake! It's fake! I don't want to know it's fake! I don't want to know!
And when I got to the bottom, there was a man here, underneath the crane, that threw a load of water on me.
I mean, I would watch that, to be fair.
Yeah.
With a live fish in it.
Yeah, just basically.
Did they call lunch when you were right up at the top? That's lunch!
Do you know when they're checking takes and stuff, and you don't hear anything, and you're like, did you like it or not? Yeah. So I was up there when, I'm like, oh, are we going again, or what we
Did they give you any direction up there? Can you have more of a look in your eye that says what's happening to me or something? I mean, how do they direct you up there?
They kept saying, spin round to the camera.
Oh, because you can control
That's the camera there. So there's a video of me doing, like, a ballet dance.
Actually, is it true, Surround, they're going to make another Vigil?
They are, but not with submarines.
I was going to say...
Yes, no.
It wouldn't be that stupid.
No. You get getting locked in places and everyone kept dying. No.
That bit when you were in the tube, that was so scary.
That was, yeah.
Goodness.
And I was submerged, actually, in the tube. I think you forget that, actually, at any moment, you can just say, can I get out? So you get so into it. That's why stunt people should do stunts and actors shouldn't, because, you know...
Wow. Yeah. Well, we look forward to Vigil too, and you can see Saran in Christmas Carol on Christmas Eve. Very good.
We have to wait till Christmas Eve.
Now, this is exciting. Naomi Ackie is Whitney Houston in I Want to Dance with Somebody. It opens everywhere on Boxing Day. And this is a big deal. It's the first biopic. It's been authorised by her family, but also Clive Davis, executive producer. So with all those people involved in casting you?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I didn't know at the time. It's just like, I was just throwing self-tapes and being like, and then see what happened. But yeah, they were, and it was really great because, you know, I got to talk to them all the way through the whole process. And, you know, Clive, I went to his house when I arrived in the US, and we had a lovely lunch, and then we went to his cinema room and sat and watched Whitney's live performances, and I was just like, like, you're Clive, and I'm me. And then, like, I'm just there with, like, a notepad while he's, like, pointing out all the things he found special in her live performances, and, you know, working with them, I tried to make sure I did that.
Wow.
So cool.
Yeah.
And listen, the clip we have is one of her, kind of, the highlights of her career. It's that amazing performance she did of the national anthem at the Super Bowl. So this is Naomi Ackie as Whitney Houston.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare.
Yeah, hit that, yeah.
That wasn't in a Sainsbury's car park, was it? No. Wow.
Wow.
Such an epic performance. And, God, Americans do those things really well.
You can ask an American. They all remember that moment of watching her sing, because everybody watches the Super Bowl and everybody saw that clip.
Yeah, and the voice, the singing, it's a lot of it's Whitney, but you're kind of mixed in as well.
Yeah, so there was a kind of question about how to morph into Whitney's voice, because we do some songs from when she's a lot younger and things we don't know about in that area. So I took about, like, 1.5 of the songs at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Whitney. and then, you know, for some dramatic beats and stuff, I filled in some of those spaces, but hopefully by that point, you know, you're along for the ride and you understand what the rules are.
And I noticed Whitney's teeth are not your teeth.
Yeah, I got a gap.
Yeah. So what were they? Were they painted in, or were they...
No, they were fake. They were like flippers. We had one on the bottom, one on the top. And, like, I had been working on the accent for about 6 months. And I thought, I was like, OK, I've got the accent down, like, I think I've got this. And then suddenly you put the teeth in, and it's like relearning it all over again, because it's... So it took a second to get used to.
And, of course, I don't know about you guys, but at the end of the film, when you you realise it's 10 years since Whitney died. I had no idea it was 10 years.
It feels long, but also quite a short amount of time, you know.
Yeah, and of course it was that the oddest of circumstances with that Grammy party. And Tom, were you at that Grammy party?
Yes, we were going because it's one of those. Every now and again, you get invited to a party. Say, I cannot miss this because everybody who has ever been a fabulous singer is at this. But because the news had broken in Los Angeles. It was like an earthquake. It's like we couldn't believe. And the question was, do we still have this? And because Clive Davis, he said, absolutely, we are not going to not celebrate the life of this woman, the artist. It was quite a profound get-together.
Yeah, I can't imagine. And Naomi, having done this film and been Whitney, like, what can you listen to Whitney now?
Yeah,
I had to take a break. I won't lie, because I was very obviously really immersed in the world. So I came home and definitely was just like, all right, Whitney, we'll give you a second. But now it's really I actually listen to it to remember some of the moments I had filming. It was such a kind of formative time in my life and in my career that I look back on it fondly. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. And you can see Naomi in I Want to Dance with Somebody from Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
Boxing Day.
So you have a lot. I've got a Christmas Eve, I've got to watch yours, and the day after Christmas, I've got to watch yours.
Because in the States, you don't call Boxing Day anything, do you?
We think Boxing Days is where the families finally break off the fisticuffs, working out their problems.
Well, often it is.
That is too bad.
About that.
Right, good news, murder mystery lovers. Richard Osman has written a new book, The Bullet That Missed. It is the third in the Thursday Murder Club series. So tell us about this one. Same cast of characters.
Same group of people, 4 detectives in their 70s. They all live together in a retirement community, look over old unsolved cases. One day there's a real murder. They team up and they solve it, and essentially we're on the 3rd book now. And this one, every time I release a new one, I think this is going to be where people find me out. But so far, this seems to be the most popular of all, which is lovely. And lots of this is set in the world of television, funnily enough. Some of it is in the world of local news. You know, anytime you see any local news, wherever you are in the country, there's always a guy in his 70s and a woman in her 20s. So this is about the guy in his 70s who Joyce, who's our hero, is essentially has a crush on, and so they start investigating. But yeah, there's loads in telly. There's even a quiz show in there as well.
Oh,
yeah, you got to write what you know.
And here's the thing: so you wrote the first 2 kind of under the radar in a way. So this is the first one you've written knowing what an enormous hit the franchise is. So did that give you confidence, or did it freak you out a bit?
I kind of loved it, is the truth. I've had a whole career in television. You guys, you know, you have an awful lot of flops if you're in a creative business. And you have very few hits.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Not over here, baby. Not over here. Did you not see the submarine thing?
I have had a lot of flops in my career. And one of the nicest things you can have is a hit. And as I'm writing it, listen, when I'm writing, I'm just in the room, the door is shut, all I've got is the cat on the keyboard and I'm trying to write. So then I'm with the characters. But knowing that people are going to read it, and knowing that people want to read it, and knowing that people want to find out what happens to the characters is a joy. And Joyce, who writes the diary in this, I honestly find myself when I'm writing it, as she's writing, I think, do you know what, Joyce? People love you. You're doing such a great job, and it's so lovely to be in her brain and to
And how does Mother Osman feel about book number 3?
Yeah, I mean, the book is entirely based. She lives in a retirement community, and so it was when I would meet the people there who just had these incredible life stories. I thought, I've got to team you up as detectives. She is fine with it now. I think the first one she was worried for legal reasons that I was going to be talking about her friends. But anytime I go down and visit now, they are very, very much on board. When I go down there, they all pitch me ideas for murder. Honestly, they're terrible. I was down there. She's got 2 friends. Honestly, they're called Peggy and Sue. And I was down there recently. I was down there because we were filming for the 10 o'clock news. They were all just being interviewed for the 10 o'clock news, all dressed up, line dancing. And Peggy said to me, "Oh, just one second. You know, there's a concert hall here, and they're thinking of shutting it down and turning it into flats. That could be a plot, couldn't it?" And I was like, I mean, yeah, maybe. And then Sue could see maybe I wasn't buying it. And she said, "There's a balcony at the end of the concert hall. You could push someone off that and kill them." I was like, yes. Now we have a plot.
You're beautiful.
So she's at tech producing the new movie.
It's around, you're halfway through this, is that right?
No, actually, can I have that? You're hiding it because you want it. Well, maybe.
No, I just want Richard to sell books.
Oh, yes. OK, I'll buy the book.
You can have
Or
it.
maybe my husband could buy it for Christmas.
There's a Waterstones on Piccadilly.
Yes, exactly. I'll just go.
I think Saran can have one.
Thank you. I've read 1 and 2. I love Joyce. Like, Joyce is like, when she does her diary entries, oh, I love Elizabeth. She's very kick-ass, but
Yes.
I think I'm more of a Joyce.
Would you be a Peggy or a Sue?
I'd be a Peggy, I guess, if I'm a Joyce.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, they're
Can I
so
play the
good.
person who's pushed off the balcony?
Well, listen, there's a role for all 3 of you in the movie. I'll play that. So long as you.
This is why we do Graham's show.
So long as you can do Cockney.
Oh, watch this. Let me be that American who comes in. Well, I think I'll get me to the church on time.
That's your Ron right there. Yeah.
Next up, the yearly panto. That's what I'm calling it.
Tom, you're also turning novelist. You've got a book out. Is it next spring?
It will be out in May, yes.
Wow.
It's called The Making of Another Major Motion Picture Masterpiece, Write What You Know.
Yeah.
Because I've read a number of books about the making. No one knows how we do this.
Yeah.
Everybody assumes they know how to do. It is so cockamamie the way you get a movie from somebody's idea to the finished screen. That I invested about 480 pages and about 9 quarts of blood. Don't you find that every now and again you
so
sit
hard
down
to
at
write.
it? Oh,
Really
dear.
difficult.
Everybody says, how do you write books? I say, I write books like this.
Yeah.
So serious.
Pretty much the way it
Exactly
goes,
that.
yeah.
But if that happened on a Tuesday, that couldn't happen on the Monday.
Always. Do you forget the character's name sometimes? I had a guy that was
I
named
don't.
Diego.
I'm a professional author.
And at page 300, I changed his name to Francisco, and no one knew. I had to go back. I said, who was Francisco? Well, oh, Diego, yeah. Sorry about that.
You get proofreaders who are the best people in the whole world, because if you make any mistake at all,
find it.
their job is to pick it up. They're so brilliant. The only time, so everything, like what time a train is from sort of Polegate to London, and they'll say, oh, by the way, there's no longer a trolley service on that train. You think, oh, that's useful. The only time I ever got in trouble was in the first book, so they checked everything. And in the first book, I talked about the Waitrose in Tunbridge Wells, right? And no one thought to check that because, of course, Tunbridge Wells has got a Waitrose. They haven't. They haven't got a Waitrose. And if you think they were furious before about that, after I wrote. And in this new book, I send Joyce to Tunbridge Wells. She goes on a day trip. And when she's there, she went, I'm sure I read somewhere that there was a Waitrose here, but there's not somewhere. So my apology to the people of Tunbridge Wells. I'm so sorry.
Where will Saran be able to shoot the next season of
Tunbridge Wells Lidl.
OK, good. Oh, right, lovely.
And Richard, I see at the back of the book you can pre-order book 4.
You can, yeah.
But
I mean, I wouldn't, because I haven't finished it yet, but you definitely can.
Am I right in thinking that you're having a little pause with the Thursday Murder Club at that point?
Yeah, so that'll be 4. I will go back to it, but I want to write maybe a different sort of crime thing, slightly more Da Vinci Code-esque type thing. There are certain things the Thursday Murder Club can't do. They can't...
Yeah.
They can't kick down doors into warehouses and shoot people, and I'd quite like to write a book where they do that. So, yeah, I've got a book called We Solve Murders, which is about a detective duo who sort of traverse the world solving murders that no one else can.
A man and a woman?
A man and a woman.
A saucy American and a plucky Brit?
Hold on a minute.
And an assistant? I could be the assistant.
I'm afraid Graham is playing the cop.
Yeah, right. Let me remind you, book 3 in the Thursday Murder Club series, The Bullet That Missed, is out now.
Whoa.
Excellent.
So good.
All right.
Honestly, why can't I pre-order book 5 and 6 for now? That's what I'd like to be able to put pressure on you.
Yeah, keep typing. Right, it is time for music. This singer-songwriter had one of the albums of the year with Hold the Girl. Here performing the title track, it is Rina Sawayama.
Reach inside and hold you close. I won't leave you on your own. Teach me the words I used to know. Yeah, forgot 'em long ago. So hold the girl, hold the
so good. Thank you very much. Mwah, mwah. Come meet everyone. Richard, Naomi, Saran, and Tom. Oh, wowza, wowza, wowza. That is something else. Wow.
Thank you.
Just a great, great performance. And that is off the album of the same name.
Yes.
Congratulations on the success of the album.
Thank you so much.
Brilliant. And we saw the amazing choreography there. And, like, God, you can do that rarest of thing. You can sing and dance at the same time.
Oh, God, just about. Thank you.
Well, yeah, you're young. But the choreography has now got you into the world of film.
Yes. So I've always shot music videos and kind of part directed it with the view that I want it to be my acting portfolio. So I've like purposefully written characters for myself. And there's a video called Excess and Bad Friend where I do like some stunt choreography and I pretend I'm like a robot like breaking down, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then I got a call from Chad Stahelski, who is the director of John Wick. And yeah. And I was like...
Name is like, get out of town.
No, I know. The front door. That's what I felt like.
And I was just stupid Whitney Houston.
and then so we got a call, and then I was like, why the hell does he want to speak to me? And he goes, I've seen your music videos, and I've got a perfect role for you. Do you want to come to Berlin and shoot for the new John Wick?
Have you done it?
I've done it. Yeah. It was the hardest thing I've ever done. And that is easy compared to John Wick.
Wow. Are you fighting Keanu or fighting with Keanu?
Oh, no, the secret. Am I a goodie or a baddie? Who knows?
Oh, who knows? Are you in John Wick 5? Okay.
Is there a John Wick 5? Is there not a John Wick 5?
We don't know.
I know I'm in John Wick 5 and I haven't seen your set, but...
And you're in the middle of a tour, and I mean, this is it's a world tour.
Yeah, it's my first world tour. I mean, I released my debut album in 2020, and so couldn't tour for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then now it's all opened up, going touring, doing Australia, New Zealand, and Japan. And some of my family have never seen me live, so it's going to be quite...
And this is family in Japan?
Yeah, most of my family live in Japan.
Okay, so they've been watching your music videos and thinking, wow, she looks good.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is going pretty well.
Yeah, but have you written any novels?
Next on my list.
You know she will.
Actually, she'll probably crank out 2 of them on the world tour.
Yeah, just on the tour bus.
Yeah, I finished one. Yeah, it's a bestseller. Listen, congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for that spectacular performance. Rina Sawayama, everybody! Rina, so good.
Thank you so much.
That is nearly it. Before we go, just time for a visit to the big red chair. Who is there? Hello.
Hello.
You've amused yourself.
Wondering how I got here.
Oh, calm down. You'll be fine. What's your name?
Alice.
Alice. Hello, Alice.
Alice.
Do you know Alice?
No.
Oh, okay. And where are you from, Alice?
Originally Manchester, but live down here now.
Oh, right.
I might do.
Oh, yeah. And what do you do down here, Alice?
Oh, I work in project management for the NHS.
Okay. See,
yes.
Very good. You see, suddenly, very hard to flip now.
Yeah, really hard.
Very hard.
Split on you now.
I do
Good
something
luck.
very good to help people.
Yes.
Don't flip me. Off you go with your story, Alice. Good luck.
So I was about 16 watching Nevada Cup with my dad, and Tiger Wood kind of brings the ball to his lip, his golf ball. And and then he just said, oh, they can't do that at the local golf club anymore because they're putting insecticide down. So I was like, oh, OK, nice tidbit. And then we go to the golf club later, and I'm sat with all my dad's mates who are old and I don't know what to say to them. And I just came out with, oh, I heard you're not allowed to lick your balls anymore. So the old men all erupt. I sit there going red. My dad doesn't look at me for a week.
Oh, you can walk, Alice. You can walk. Yeah. Go on. Okay, that really is all we've got time for. If you'd like to have a go in the best show yourself and tell your story, you can. Contact us via our website at this address. Hey, please say a huge thank you to all of my guests tonight. Rina Sawayama! Richard Osman! Neil Miyake! Duran Joe! And Miss Tom Hanks! chat with cabaret stars Callum Scott Howells and Madeline Brewer, comedian Ramesh Ranganathan, Lioness Captain Leah Williamson, comedy great Hugh Laurie, Top Boys Michael Ward, and Oscar winner Olivia Colman. Until then, have a very happy Christmas. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
You can go below the surface with Saran in the gripping submarine thriller Vigil. Press red now to watch the whole first series on BBC iPlayer. Here next, Emma Thompson stars in film comedy, quite fittingly, called Late Night.